Our story begins during a dark period for the Israelites, who were oppressed by the Philistines for 40 long years. In the town of Zorah, there lived a man named Manoah from the tribe of Dan. His wife was barren and had no children, a sorrow she carried in silence every day, until the day an angel of the Lord appeared to her. The angel spoke with gentle authority. "Do not be afraid. You are barren and childless, but you are going to become pregnant and give birth to a son. No razor shall ever touch his head, for the boy is to be a Nazirite, dedicated to God from the womb. He will take the lead in delivering Israel from the hands of the Philistines." Overjoyed, she ran to tell her husband Manoah, who prayed for the angel to return. God heard his prayer, and the angel came again, confirming all he had said. Soon after, a son was born, and they named him Samson. As Samson grew, the Lord blessed him abundantly, and the Spirit of the Lord began to stir within him. As a young man, Samson traveled to Timnah, where he saw a Philistine woman and desired her for his wife. His parents were dismayed. Why would he seek a wife among their oppressors? But Samson insisted. What his parents did not know was that this was from the Lord, who was seeking an occasion to confront the Philistines. On his way to Timnah, Samson walked through a dense forest. Suddenly, a young lion, fierce and wild, charged at him from the shadows. But the Spirit of the Lord came powerfully upon him. With divine strength, he tore the lion apart with his bare hands. Yet he told no one what he had done. Returning later, he found bees had made honey in the lion's carcass. He ate it as he walked, and this would soon become the source of great trouble. At the wedding feast in Timnah, Samson proposed a riddle to 30 Philistine companions. His riddle was this: out of the eater, something to eat. Out of the strong, something sweet. For days they could not solve it. Growing desperate, they turned to treachery. They threatened Samson's new wife. "Solve the riddle for us," they warned, "or we will burn you and your father's house." Terrified, the woman wept before Samson day after day. "You don't love me," she cried. "You won't tell me the answer." Finally, worn down by her tears, Samson told her, and she immediately revealed it to her people. On the 7th day, the men came with knowing smiles. "What is sweeter than honey?" they said. "What is stronger than a lion?" Samson knew at once what had happened, and the Spirit of the Lord came upon him. In his fury, Samson went to Ashkelon, struck down 30 Philistines, and took their garments to pay his debt. Burning with rage, he returned to his father's house, and his wife was given to another man. When Samson learned his wife had been given away, his fury ignited into vengeance. He caught 300 foxes and tied torches to their tails. He released them into the Philistine fields. Their crops, vineyards, and olive groves burned to ash. In retaliation, the Philistines killed Samson's wife and her father, but this only deepened his rage. He attacked them viciously, slaughtering many. Then he took refuge in a cave at the rock of The Philistines pursued him into Judah. Fearing for their own safety, 3,000 men of Judah came to hand Samson over. They bound him with 2 new ropes and led him toward the Philistine army. As the Philistines rushed toward him shouting in victory, the Spirit of the Lord came powerfully upon Samson. The ropes became like charred flax and fell away. Finding the jawbone of a donkey, he seized it and struck down 1,000 men. When the battle was over, Samson stood alone among the fallen, exhausted but victorious. Desperately thirsty, Samson cried out to the Lord, "You have given your servant this great victory. Must I now die of thirst?" And God, in his mercy, opened up a spring. When Samson drank, his strength returned. Samson's strength became legendary. At Gaza, he tore the city gates from their posts, massive doors of bronze and iron. He carried them to the top of a distant hill. No one could stand against him. But strength of body could not protect him from weakness of heart. In the valley of Sorek, Samson fell in love with a woman named Delilah. The Philistine rulers saw their opportunity. They offered her silver to discover the secret of his strength. So Delilah began her work. "Tell me," she cooed, "what is the secret of your great strength?" Again and again she pressed him, and each time he gave her false answers, and each time her frustration grew. Day after day, Delilah nagged and wept, accusing him of not truly loving her. Her words were relentless, and finally Samson told her everything. "No razor has ever touched my head. If my head was shaved, my strength would leave me." Delilah saw that he had finally told her the truth. She sent word to the Philistine rulers. While Samson slept on her lap, she called for a man to shave the 7 braids from his head. One by one, they fell to the floor, and his strength, the gift of God, began to leave him. He rose, thinking he would shake himself free as before, but he did not know that the Lord had left him. The Philistines captured him. They gouged out his eyes and took him to Gaza in chains. Bound in bronze shackles, the mighty champion was set to grinding grain in darkness, round and round, day after day. But even in that dark place, something was happening. Slowly, quietly, the hair on his head began to grow again. The Philistine rulers assembled for a great celebration at the temple of Dagon, believing their victory was complete. "Our God has delivered Samson into our hands," they shouted. In their revelry, they demanded entertainment. Blind Samson was led into the temple, stumbling and helpless, as the crowd roared with mockery. Samson whispered to his guide, "Put me where I can feel the pillars that support this temple." And there, between the 2 central pillars, he bowed his head and prayed, "Sovereign Lord, remember me. Strengthen me just once more." He placed his hands on the pillars. "Let me die with the Philistines." Then he pushed with all his might, and down came the temple on the rulers, on the mockers, on all the enemies of Israel. His family buried him in the tomb of his father. In that final act of faith, Samson accomplished more than in all his years of life. He had led Israel for 20 years, and through his story, we learn that it is never too late to return to God. If this story blessed you, please like and subscribe to our channel. Share it with someone who needs to hear it, and join us for more Bible stories that bring God's word to life. Until next time, God bless you.